This is Twinkie the Kid. Ever wonder how they get that creamy filling into the middle of a Twinkie's cake? Well, these kids have some pretty good ideas.
Hey kids, welcome back. David from Atomic Candy and the beautiful Miss Lady Pop Hunter. Isn't she gorgeous? Her smile knocks me out every time. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. We are open by chance and we are talking about Twinkie the Kid. Woo! Twinkie the Kid. You remember Twinkie the Kid?
No.
Oh, come on. From Hostess Cupcakes? You don't remember Twinkie the Kid? Twinkie was better than the actual Twinkie itself because they taste awful.
Oh,
I never liked Twinkies, but I like Twinkie the Kid. I like that classic advertising, and apparently Charles Porter likes it as well. Charles Porter from Flagler County, Florida, is the one that you've all been hearing about. National news that he assaulted two people for a Twinkie chase. Charles Porter, 34, and here's Charles, in I guess the happiest mugshot ever. If that is his mugshot, it could be from social media.
Yeah.
But the Twinkie chase is the actual Twinkie in question that was stolen, that has been returned to the rightful purchaser, by the way. Hopefully it's still in good condition because I imagine, yeah, it probably got messed up in the struggle. So basically, this guy apparently is a flipper. One of the evil F word now. The new F word is flipper, apparently. Back in the day, they were called scalpers or resellers, but now flipper is the big term. So 34-year-old Charles Porter followed a customer or customers last Saturday from the store. It was a 41-year-old man there with his 64-year-old mother, and she bought this. She got lucky because I haven't even seen ad icon. We found two.
Yeah, we haven't seen those in the store.
We haven't seen them in the stores. Almost nobody's been finding these. Anyways,
I don't know, I've seen a couple of videos where people.
A couple of people have found it, but we don't know anybody. I don't think that's found any, except for Charles Porter.
Yeah.
Because apparently Charles, I'll show you the other photo, already has 6 of them. He already has like 5.
He got the Hades chase.
Yeah, he's got a ton of chases. Well, Charles isn't giving them up. Funko Charlie 11 apparently, and his Instagram has been blocked currently. These images were on his Instagram and they've been blocked because I guess he resells these. As far as I know, he's not really a collector. He is he flips them. He's a reseller, so that's his interest. And it just wasn't good enough that he already had 5 or 6 of these. He had to have one more. So he followed these two people and started an argument with them, ambushed the guy, punched him in the back of the head, knocking him to the ground, and then punched this 64-year-old woman in the face, took her pop and ran, and she tried to grab onto him, and he pushed her down into the ground.
Grandma said, "You ain't getting away with my pop."
Well, he did, except that, of course, Target's cameras were working.
Oh, so wow, they actually pulled the camera from the parking lot? They usually don't do that.
Well, 2 assault batteries. And they were injured from they hit the ground hard. They were both bleeding. They both had cuts and abrasions. So ambulances had to come out. Police came out, and the police said, "We want to see that footage." And they found Charles and arrested him for robbery and 2 counts of assault and battery. Being currently held without bail because he assaulted a 64-year-old woman. I mean, they have the video footage of him punching her square in the face and knocking her on the ground. Incredible. For a pop of which he already had 5 or 6 of the same one. And this goes back, the reason this come up because, I used to be a dealer. But I was always primarily a collector first. For me, if I'd go and buy a collection, this is before the fall, this is before I had the incident with the X and lost a lot of my stuff, lost a lot of my stock. In Boston, when I was working with Great Eastern Conventions and I do the comic and the toy trade shows and stuff, if I bought out a collection, my first instinct, I want to cherry pick. I want to cherry pick because it was fun for me and it was a way for me to build my collection and, I could trade or sell the other stuff to feed the collection because that's what it was about. And if you didn't get something, you didn't get it. It's no big deal. And we've had this happen, where you'd go out to the stores, Stinkor, you know, and you got the last one, or we got the last couple because we got an extra one for Invader Moz. You're watching Invader Moz. Check out his channel. He does a lot of hunt videos and stuff and showcases. But there were people that came behind and they're like, well, you know, I'll find it. And that's the attitude.
That's how it goes. That's how it should go.
But for some reason, with these guys who resell, and I've had this problem all the way back to when I was doing this in the late 80s, early 90s, because Cabbage Patch Dolls, starting lineup,
Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah, Spawn figures when they first came out, they will kick your ass for it. And they don't collect at all. They just want to flip it. And I've been in confrontations with people in like Bradley's, for those of you who remember Bradley's at Kmart, over starting lineups, and these are guys that don't even collect, and I recognized them. A couple of people I knew from like shows and stuff, and I knew they weren't collectors, and they're in there screaming at people because they can't get a certain, I need that one to do blah blah, and it's like, you don't need that because you don't collect it, you're gonna sell it. Or people getting robbed for Cabbage Patch Dolls. Because
we heard about a guy recently that got robbed. He did a Funko Pop trade.
Craigslist.
Oh, yeah, a Funko Pop trade, and he met with the person in a public place, and a person that he sold to followed him back home and held him at gunpoint and stole his collection.
Stole his pops. Him and he showed up with another guy and had a gun, and they stole thousands of dollars worth of rare pops from him.
That's a shame. I mean, it ain't that darn serious. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I collect, but if I don't get it, I don't get it. You know,
it's not that critical.
You can't be a fight over it and threaten to kill somebody.
But it seems to me, in my experience, that it's the people who are not the collectors that are the most nasty and aggressive about it. The ones that they're only going to resell it, and they have this attitude like they're entitled to it, and that you're stealing the bread out of their mouths, and they'll go after you for it. And this is an extreme example of that.
Yeah, and then the things that they were fighting for is worth zero now. Like Cabbage Patch is sold, Tickle Me Elmo, all of that stuff you can find at thrift stores, yard sales, for $2 and $3.
I remember Tickle Me Elmo getting $500, $800 aftermarket. I remember Cabbage Patch getting $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 aftermarket.
Now you can still find them in the package at Goodwill.
Well, you can find them in the package on eBay for damn near the original retail, you know, or starting lineups. People's clamoring over starting lineup figures, and some of them getting hundreds of dollars a piece. And go to any toy show, and I guarantee somebody there has a box full of them for $1 each in the package because they just bottomed out. And that could happen to Funko too. It could get to a point where Funko bottoms out and they're worth nothing. If people are doing stuff like this now to get them and don't even want to collect them. And it's like I said, this guy's already got 5 or 6. And he's bragging about it.
But the thing, and I've said it before, that caused that guy to do that, whatever price he has for it, somebody bought it.
Yeah, because some of them are getting around $150.
Right. So if somebody bought it for $150 and he has 5 of them, he's going to fight for that next one so he can get that next. And he probably, raised the price up a little bit or whatever. So when people stop paying it, he'll stop fighting for it because it won't be worth it. But I don't know. I'm not paying it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
Nothing. Just don't worry about it.
But I think his flipping career is over at this point.
He can flip in jail.
Yeah.
There's a lot of flipping.
That's oh man, I don't know about that.
Never try to flip with Big Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba don't like pops, but he wants some Twinkies.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, you hit that Twinkie, that cream middle.
Oh my God. What's wrong with you? No, we're not editing nothing because we're keeping it real on here. Shame on you.
Oh, that was so nasty.
See how she is?
Please forgive me. That was awful.
Oh my God. Well,
I'm so embarrassed.
we just
I won't do a video for 2 weeks.
no, yes you will because you're awesome anyway. I don't like doing the videos without you. You're too much fun. She is. She's like bread and butter. Her and I, we have a good time. Anyway, what do you think about that? What do you think about that whole situation? Have you heard about any other situations like that? Any other people being nasty and aggressive? The one guy in Hot Topic. This was a while back. It was when the Captain Rogers exclusive pop from SDCC 2016, I think it was. The one where he, in the first film, he's got the blue helmet and the leather jacket. He was like, I'm just going to go get those soldiers. And they had that pop, and they had a limit of 5, I think, in Hot Topic. And I was talking to the girl at Hot Topic there, and she was like, yeah, we had this guy, and he was screaming at me that he was demanding that he be allowed to buy more than 5 of them. And it was a whole big mess, and some of the customers had to help her with him to, like, you know, back off, whatever, because she was scared. Have you heard anything, other stories like that about people doing this, being super aggressive or hyper aggressive over something? I mean, it's a piece of vinyl. I mean, we love doing it. We love collecting it. I don't have Twinkie the Kid. I would love to get a Target Chase Twinkie the Kid, or hell, even a Target Twinkie the Kid. Any Target ad icon. Let me back that all the way up, because the only 2 that we found, she got, and she traded one.
Yeah.
She traded one. Awesome.
And I got another one to trade.
Yeah, she has another one that she's going to be working on.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that's what it's about. But I'm not going to chase someone out in the parking lot and beat them up because I didn't get a Target ad icon. Because it's not worth it. That's just not cool anymore. So
not that serious.
You got any stories about that? Tell us in the comment section down below. Tell us what you think. If you get where we're coming from, give us a thumbs up. If you thought Lady Pop Hunter was particularly entertaining today, give us 2 thumbs up. Please do share and subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of our other videos. We do a lot of stuff here. We do hunts. We do showcases. We do roundups and much more. So hope to see you again soon, and thanks for watching.
It's the Spawn Mare.
Hostess Twinkies, cakes, fruit pies, and cupcakes. Yahoo! The fresh snacks with a snack in the middle.